What's good, everybody? It's your boy JetskiChucK back with another creepy and scary video live. How y'all doing, man? Now we gotta hit the hyper mode and it's time to go quantum, baby. You feel me? Where y'all at? What's good? Marcus. Marv, what's good, baby? You already know. Man, we had so much fun on the last live. I had to come in for a quick little secret one to check in on everybody. How's everyone doing? I hope your Monday's doing great. Got a little bit of light work today. Diving into some creepy and scary videos, looking up at the sky again. What is going on? New videos popping up. We have a Goose Pimple video reaction. Shout out to Goose Pimples, and we're going to dive into it. Impact, what is good? Let's go.
The Hessdalen lights mystery in Norway. This area of Norway has had sightings of mysterious lights since the 1940s. Some scientists now claim this area may be producing the lights due to mineral compounds in the ground and water, but that theory doesn't add up. With the US military recently releasing footage of UFOs doing maneuvers in the air that no machine on Earth can do, the proof that there's something going on that's unexplainable in our skies and that it has been going on for a long time is undeniable. And I stick to my conclusion that these entities are extra-dimensional and not extraterrestrial, and that they're actually a spiritual phenomenon linked to the fall of Satan and the fallen angels that rebelled, mentioned in Revelation 12:7-10, Luke 10.
He went straight for the jugular. He's not playing. He said, I'm going to cut the chase and we're going straight to the meat. I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. Slime, what's good? Slime Bino. Welcome to the waters. Let's go.
Luke 10-18, and elsewhere many other places in the Bible. The New Testament mentions spiritual forces and principalities in heavenly places, and Satan being the prince of the power of the air and creating lying signs and wonders. I've covered this topic on my YouTube channel for years. There's in-depth videos there and more here to come.
The light show. Snap. What is going on? Not much. Just doing a little bit of light work. I wanted to check in with you guys. I hope your Monday's doing well. I hope it went fine, but I know these Mondays can be a little rough, but it's all over with. Your boy's here to, all soak it in and get it in a little bit on these creepy and scary videos. Let's see what we got next.
People built this. This site was built by the fallen angel technology and giants mentioned in Enoch and the Bible.
Where's that in Peru, they said?
There's no way people built this.
We've seen some pretty crazy stuff, but this seems like this has to be the earliest work if they didn't build it. I'm talking BC. These, my head started swiveling as soon as the live notification popped up. Man, you already know, man. I'm gonna get a schedule going soon, you know. This is a secret stream. I had to check in with everybody, man. See how everyone's doing. Check out this next one. Tammy, how you doing? I saw this video. Someone sent this video to me and I had to share it with you guys. Gillis Oliver, huge shout out. Welcome to the Dark Waters 9 officially. Lopez, what's good? Isn't that nuts? Someone showed me this video. What are the odds? Tammy Evans, how are we guys doing? How's your Monday? I hope it was well. I hope it was great. Mine's was pretty good. Got a lot done today. All right, guys. This one is from Goose Pimples. Huge shout out to Goose Pimples. Yeah, there it is. Bro, that's amazing. I'm jealous they got that on video. Man, I have never seen nothing like that on video or in real life. I mean, in real life. But yeah, man. Well, let's check this video out. I'm excited to be doing this reaction. Shout out to Goose Pimples for doing the reaction on this boy. Let's go. From the 65-year-old carpenter. Only for Jesus. Let's go. You know, he was a carpenter too.
Number 10, emergency forecast. One night while having a few family drinks, this person felt the house begin to shake. They knew a storm was
Joe, what up? You already know, baby. We here.
brewing. So hoping to catch some cool lightning videos, they grabbed their camera and ran outside, only to realize that this wasn't like any lightning they'd ever seen before. After this post popped off on Reddit, a user posted their footage of the same storm exactly 15 minutes after the original video was taken, stating, "For anyone curious, here is footage I took of one of the pictured thunderheads in OP's video, exactly 15 minutes later and much closer. I grew up in Tornado Alley in Missouri. I've seen some impressive lightning storms, but the level of lightning I saw that night was pretty high up there in my experience."
Josh. Gillis from France. Back in the building again. Yeah, I had to, man. Just to, we're just gonna be in here for a little bit, chilling out, man. Checking out a couple videos. We just hanging out. I'm glad to see you guys in here, though. Thank you for jumping on these Dark Water 9 boys with me. Shout out to Gillis for becoming an official Dark Waters 9 member. Let's go. I'm not gonna lie, man. This cloud is kind of trippy. Like how it's looking, like something could possibly be in there. When was the last time you honestly seen giant puffy clouds like that? Like I be trying to go up there and look, but man, them boys just be so hazed out and spread out, man. They not like they used to be. You know what I mean? All right, I just turned it up. God damn.
Creepy as hell, but it doesn't explain the strange little travelling ball of light mincing through the clouds in OP's video. Some people thought that the continuous side-by-side lightning strikes and the strange orb was some sort of godlike power, but others had more logical explanations. Quite a few thought the flying object was a bug. But come on, a bug? Really? That theory just doesn't sit right with us.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't a bug. That has some type of motion to it, to be honest. Like some type of, I don't know. I never seen a firefly move like that, especially Spot. That was crazy.
Not anyone on the Reddit thread. After talk of tornadoes, plasma balls, and even aliens, a lot settled on one explanation. The OP had managed to see ball lightning, which is considered extremely rare. According to scientists, there is not much research available on ball lightning, but it has been routinely described by people throughout history, dating back to the ancient Greeks. From what scientists do know, ball lightning is a phenomenon seen by around 5% of the Earth's population.
Ball lightning? Hold on, we gotta dive into that. Joe, Hayuchen! Senput! Shuchen! He said ball lightning, right? Let's see what we can find.
Samyaza taught humans in
ball lightning. Roger, what's good, man? You know what? This episode might just turn out to be something, man. I just wanted to chill, but they said something interesting. Ball lightning? When have you ever heard about ball lightning? Big. And 90 in the building. Tammy, you already know. Hit that like button. Or hyper mode. Don't charge me up now. Don't charge me up. When I be hitting my when I be doing my videos hitting them Hayusens, I hope you guys be hitting it too, man. Like whenever I say Hayusin, y'all got to be saying it too, man. It gives it more power. We damn near got to say it at the same time. 1, 2, 3. Hayusin. Kim, what's good? Man, y'all messing me up, man. There's something we had to do that was important. Oh yeah, ball lightning. Uh-oh. I think I got one, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all see this? That's real. For entertainment purposes only. We gotta run this back. We gotta figure this out. We're live with these. What is this? We're watching that UFO do that thing up in the air. Now this ball lightning going crazy. Have y'all ever seen anything? Christina, have y'all ever seen anything like this? The noise is real. This is a real. Hey, Hookson! Which one of y'all shot this? One of y'all. Hookson! That's crazy though, ain't it? You know I gotta find another one. Let me see if I can get us another one real quick. Uh-oh. Christina said it's not real. They CGI'd it, Chuck. Come on now. I think the sound effects was too good. They had great sound effects. Tanner, I couldn't tell you. I'm shocked myself. But I got another one. DJ Khaled, another one. I know a good 30% of y'all will say that's Planet Nibiru. A good 30%. Was that the ball? Y'all tell me. They said this was a ball lightning. It looked like the sun. Let me get y'all in here. This a live boy. I need full interaction. What was that? My fault. I turned it down, y'all. Vicky says, greetings from the UK. What's up, man? I need the best fish and chip spots in the UK, man. I need the best. Or Planet X. What is Planet X? Uh-oh. Tanner by the sea. Let him know. He said that boy is local. I want to see some more of this ball of lightning. This ball of lightning is interesting. I think I got one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got one. You see how that UFO just turned into these scary ball lightning videos? I love it. That's why we on these waters. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. DJ Khaled, I got another one. My boy said he make music. What's up, man? Definitely hit up the email. I need to hear something. My boy Tanner be going crazy on the music too. Shout out to my boy Tanner. All right, let's check this out. Bro, I missed it. I caught like the last second of it. Like I looked down and like soon as I looked away, that boy went crazy. Hold on. I gotta see that again. That's another Kamehameha wave. They firing them. Yo, what is that? That's crazy. Talk to me, man. What y'all think that was? Was that something getting exposed? If you ask me, if you really think about it, and let's say this is real, let's just take a second and think about it. Let me get some music playing, man. Yeah. If you just hold on, let me turn this down so the sound. This is how we go into Dark Waters 9. If we look at this, right? If we look at this, right? And you heard how the lightning came down. It just cracked everything. Could the lightning be exposing something in the area through the electromagnetic waves in the atmosphere? Could it maybe expose something? That's what we're trying to figure out. You know, when I be on these dark waters and I be recording, I don't got time to sit back and analyze like I can now with y'all here. You know what I'm saying? Now that I got y'all here with me, we about to dive into it. This is Dark Waters 9. Y'all know what time it is. Let's go. Electromagnetic waves disrupted the ionosphere. Well, this isn't the ionosphere. This is something. I'm trying to sound smart. This is just something like the, what is it? I know the ionosphere is the last one, okay? All right? From the Sprites episode. We haven't made an episode about lightning balls yet, okay? Matter of fact, where's my pen? I'm putting it down right now. We need an episode on lightning balls, man. One more time. Well, let's finish it out. Look how it traveled. It traveled slow. It almost has like a ghastly presence. If you look behind it, and look, you see the reflection off the camera lenses. The house lights up. I don't know. I think this one might be real, y'all. These lightning balls are starting to have a little bit more validity. And you know, I love the lightning stuff. Y'all seen the Sprite episodes? If you haven't seen any of my Sprite lightning episodes or the Aurora episode, I highly suggest you go check that one out after this live. It looked like it curved. It looked like there was a curve. That's ghastly. That's a phantom presence almost. We're no longer in UFO territory. This thing is like a phantom, low key. That was a good one. What, Brad? Welcome, Brad, to Dark Waters. Let's go. Brad has just joined the Dark Waters 9 crew. Let's go. We're going to be doing these lives a lot more. But good looking. I appreciate it, Brad. But back on these lightning balls. Uh-oh, we got another one. Ooh, we got another one. Lightning balls. These are super rare, they said. So you know I gotta show it to you. This is crazy. We might gotta zoom in on this one. Now, at first glance, this just looks like a baby seat. Like someone's got like a light up baby seat. But this, on the other hand, this is interesting. What is this? That was weird. Sips hit a water droplet. Man, how that thing is shifting inside there? It's shifting. I'm shocked. I don't know what that is, man. I have no idea. It's that phantom presence. You know, it makes you wonder where all this stuff stem from.
Watchers also taught humans forbidden knowledge such as magic and The story of the Watchers is told in the Book of Enoch, which is not part of the Bible canon. According to the story, the Watchers were angels who were sent to Earth to watch over humans. However, they became attracted to human women and had children with them. These children were called the Nephilim and were said to be giants. The Watchers also taught humans forbidden knowledge such as magic and astrology. This angered God, who sent a flood to destroy the world and punish the Watchers. The story of the Watchers teaches us about the dangers of temptation and disobedience. It reminds us that even those who are close to God can fall from grace if they give in to their desires. It also teaches us about the importance of obedience and humility. Thank you for watching. Follow me for more story. The story of the Watchers.
See, can I be real with y'all? You know, we on live. When they say the Watchers, you know, what exactly do they mean by the Watchers? Are the Watchers the fallen angels? Fallen angels / the Anaki? You know, and I know some of y'all even told me, it was like, man, the Palladians, you know, the reptilians, all them was from different creations from the fallen angels. You know, it gets crazy, man. It gets deep. So I'm trying to just figure it all out. Shout out to my boy Brad for the 10 boy. Let's go. You know? Huge shout out to my boy Brad. But yeah, it's all stemming into something. So like when we looking at like these energy balls and we seeing like these phantom shifts and stuff, you know, I always be having the question in the back of my mind, like, man, is there some type of fallen angel tech going on? You know, some type of fifth dimension type stuff going on, you know? My boy said, JetskiChucK, bro, I think you need to get that crane operator certification because you about to have some lift some heavy stuff to keep moving on these dark waters. Hey, that's what we gonna do. This is what it turns out. This is how we get down on these dark waters, man. I can only do this because y'all got y'all jet skis next to me. If y'all wasn't next to me doing this, I couldn't do it. You know? But we're doing it, y'all. But these watchers, man, who first said the watchers? Hold on, let me cook. Let's go, Marv. Marv just joined the official Dark Waters 9 crew. Shout out to Marv, man. Y'all going crazy, man. Hold on. Y'all going crazy, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my boy Brad, new member. Marv, new member, man. Dark Waters 9.
Treetime.
We growing. Shout out to Treetime for the beat. But yeah, I can already tell this gonna be one of them episodes, y'all. We going deep. We talking about the fallen angels. We talking about the watchers. You know what I'm saying? We going in deep. We gotta find some truth. These UFOs moving way too fast. Y'all need to slow down. Y'all ain't telling us the truth. We need the truth on these waters, man. We sick of it. You feel me? I'm just trying to do a regular UFO, boy. But this stuff moving a little bit too quick. This stuff moving a little bit too quick. It's not lining up. You know? So somebody's lying. So we got to get to the bottom of it. You feel me? So that's what we doing on these waters. Shout out to my boy Brad. Shout out to my boy Marv. Everyone in the Dark Waters 9 community. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. I'm gonna be going live a lot more. You know? We gonna be going live a lot more. No, I'm gonna quit. But yeah, let's go. We need to look into the watchers, man. Y'all be getting me sidetracked. I'm trying to figure out about these watchers. Yeah? Y'all know I gotta bang my anthem while I'm looking for these watchers. We live. Y'all gotta give me time to cook. You feel me? Who are the watchers? We got a lot of stuff to figure out on these waters, man. I'm not gonna lie.
The Book of Enoch explained a group of fallen angels known as the Watchers, and what they did will shock you. I'll explain the worst of these angels at the end of the video, so stay until the end. There are 200 of these angels that fell, and here are a few of their names: Samyaza, Azazel, Armaros, Arakiel, and Barakiel. Now let me explain why these angels are so bad. Azazel taught mankind how to make weapons for war. This act alone resulted in chaos, even still to this day. But it gets far worse. The leader of these angels, Samyaza, is far worse than Satan himself. Here's why. Not only was Samyaza the one responsible for leading every fallen angel to sin, he also led a series of experiments with the other fallen angels. They created a series of twisted, disfigured beings with human DNA and animal DNA. This whole story is spoken about in the Book of Giants. It says the 200 angels choose animals on which to perform unnatural acts, including presumably humans.
Book of Giants? What is the Book of Giants exactly? Where's my pen at? Which one of y'all took my pen? Y'all be taking my stuff? Hold on, let me grab a pen, man. It's getting deep. And I'm about to get something to drink, man. Y'all need anything? Y'all want some chips, some Kool-Aid or something, man? I'm about to go in here and grab some snacks. You know, get what y'all need, man, because I'm about to get a pen. They just said the Book of Giants. What? What did you just say? Hold on. We back, baby. Y'all got y'all snacks, man? What y'all get me? I hope y'all got me something, man. A Butterfinger, a Dr. Pepper, some popcorn. I really hope you grabbed your boy something. Yeah, boy. Alright. They said Book of Giants. Did you hear him? Book of Giants. Let's go. Alright, what can we find? Let's run it back so we can see what else we can get from that real quick. Let's run it back. We doing our thing, man.
Than Satan. The Book of Enoch explained a group of fallen angels known as the Watchers, and what they did will shock you. I'll explain the worst of these angels at the end of the video, so stay until the end. There are 200 of these angels that fell, and here are a few of their names: Samyaza, Azazel, Armaros, Arakiel, and Barakiel. Now let me explain why these angels are so bad. Azazel taught mankind how to make weapons for war. This act alone resulted in chaos, even still to this day. But it gets far worse. The leader of these angels, Samyaza, is far worse than Satan himself. Here's why. Not only was Samyaza the one responsible for leading every fallen angel to sin, he also led a series of experiments with the other fallen angels. They created a series of twisted, disfigured beings with human DNA and animal DNA. This whole story is spoken about in the Book of Giants. It says the 200 angels choose animals on which to perform unnatural acts, including, presumably, humans.
Y'all don't remember when Cat Williams was talking about that Smurf though? Let me see if I can find that. We gotta see that. Cause that goes with exactly what we talking about. Wait till y'all see this.
This angel is
Wait till y'all see this. Because it gets crazy, man.
Oh my god.
Where is it at? If I can spell. Where is it at? Uh-oh. Here we go.
Somebody.
You know I'm gonna find it. Let your boy cook. Let your boy cook. You know I'm gonna find it. They're talking about the Watchers making all types of different creepy stuff, you know. So what were they really talking about with the Smurfs then?
Somebody's history. I don't want to say what race of people or group of people it is, but in somebody's history, you know, there was this homunculus thing.
Like a genetically engineered human?
Like even the Smurfs story, right?
The Smurfs are based on something?
Well, religious people would say, oh, you can't watch the Smurfs because it's bad because they have witchcraft and stuff in there. But the whole thing is, it's based on this, the homunculus, the idea that you can create a human life form without a mother or a father. No matter where you're looking, information is the driving force of almost every war and conflict.
Yeah.
Everything in the universe, everything on this planet, everything that we could look at in the wildlife or in the plant life, or everything is a formula. Everything is that way.
You know, a homunculus. That's crazy. It kind of makes you think about all the cartoons we used to watch as kids. Was they trying to tell us something, actually? Powerpuff Girls, Sugar, Spice, and everything nice. And then, you know, what was the professor really making? You know what I'm saying? Ren and Stimpy used to be on one, going crazy. Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy.
Humans enchantments and root cuttings. So essentially, Samyaza taught humans about magic. The form of magic he taught humans was most likely dark magic, due to the fact everything these angels taught humans caused us to walk away from God and destroy one another. During this time, everything on the earth was hectic. Between the angels' hybrid offsprings, the fallen angels, and the fallen angels' teachings which affected humanity for the worse, the world became much more dark. Things such as witchcraft became popularized during this time and also after that. We can see this kind of magic prominent in places such as ancient Egypt. Priests were the main practitioners of magic in pharaonic Egypt, where they were seen as guardians of a secret knowledge given by the gods to humanity to ward off the blows of fate. We can clearly see these so-called gods are just fallen angels being worshipped as the false gods that we were warned about in Exodus 20 verses 3 to 5. In ancient Egypt, the most respected users of magic were the Lector priests, who could read the ancient books of magic kept in temple and palace libraries. In popular stories, such men were credited with the power to bring wax animals to life, or roll back the waters of a lake. Samyaza taught humans enchantments and root cuttings. So essentially, Samyaza taught humans about magic. The form of magic he taught humans was most likely dark magic, due to the fact everything these angels taught humans caused us to walk away from God and destroy one another. During this time, everything on the earth was hectic. Between the angels' hybrid offsprings, the fallen angels, and the fallen angels' teachings which affected humanity for the worse, the world became much more dark. Things such as witchcraft became popularized during this time and also after that. We can see this kind of magic prominent in places such as ancient Egypt. Priests were the main practitioners of magic in pharaonic Egypt, where they were seen as guardians of a secret knowledge given by the gods to humanity to ward off the blows of fate. We can clearly see these so-called gods are just fallen angels being worshipped as the false gods that we were warned about in Exodus 20 verses 3 to 5. In ancient Egypt, the most respected users of magic were the Lector priests, who could read the ancient books of magic kept in temple and palace libraries.
Who'd he say? The Lector priest?
Respected users of magic.
I need clarification.
Blows of fate. We can clearly see these so-called gods are just fallen angels being worshipped as the false gods that we were warned about in Exodus 20 verses 3 to 5. In ancient Egypt, the most respected users of magic were the Lector priests.
Hold on.
Who could read the ancient books of magic kept in temple and palace libraries. In popular stories, such men were credited with the power to bring wax animals to life, or roll back the waters of a lake. Samyaza taught humans in
We gotta check into the Lector. That's interesting. Because those must be those guys that threw that staff down. You remember when Moses walked up into Egypt and those two pharaohs came out, and they threw their staff down and it turned into a snake? Guy was like, man, throw your staff down, man. Show them what's really good. And then it ate both of their snakes. He was going up against some Lector priests by the sounds of it.
Heka was the ancient Egyptian concept of magic, which was believed to be a fundamental force of nature and the universe. Heka was personified as the god Heka, who was thought to have been present at the creation of the world and enabled the work of the creator god. Heka was believed to be a neutral force that could be used for good or evil purposes by gods, spirits, the dead, and humans. The practice of Heka was aimed at restoring harmony and balance to the universe and was integral to ancient Egyptian medicine, religion and rituals. Skilled practitioners of Heka were respected in ancient Egypt as Lector priests who maintained Ma'at through their knowledge of rituals, spells and incantations. Heka was seen as being a part of all Egyptian society and visible everywhere.
That is interesting. They got levels, y'all. What y'all talking about, man? Y'all see that the Lector priest is out here. My boy said, look up the Smurfs inside the pentagram episode. We gotta come together. Hannibal Lecter is a fantastic movie. I gotta see it. I haven't even seen it, Joe. Chuck, look into brain electrical waves and how that shows the. All right. Say less, because we on the electrical subject right now, my guy. That whole frequency.
What on earth?
Because these is probably how the aliens flying the ship, to be honest with you. How this chick about to break it down, I believe this is how the aliens is flying their ships. Pay attention, y'all.
What on earth are brainwaves and why should you care about them? If you're new to my channel, I'm Rachel, I am a neuroscientist. The shortest answer, of course, is that brainwaves are patterns of electrical activity through the brain. You may or may not know that brain cells communicate chemically using things like serotonin and dopamine, and electrically. Of course, we can measure electrical activity from single neurons, and that would look a little bit like this with these single spikes of activity. Measuring the electrical activity of a single neuron would require implanting a tiny, tiny electrode inside of the brain, which isn't particularly feasible with human participants, and it doesn't always give us the information that we would need anyway. And so rather than measure the electrical activity of a single neuron, we tend to slap an EEG cap on a human participant and measure synchronous electrical activity. So when lots of neurons are doing the same thing, we'll see a little wave. And so what is the point of brain waves or this synchronous electrical activity in the brain? A bunch of stuff, but one of the most important functions is for communication or information transfer across the brain. Synchronous activity can take information from one group of brain cells or one brain region to another. You can think of the brain a little bit like an orchestra in this sense. If you have one section like the strings or the percussion.
Oh, y'all couldn't hear me? Damn. I was saying that the brain waves was connected directly to the ships back in the day, probably. So what I was trying to get at was saying, how quick would it be for a neuron to go straight to the ship's controls versus doing it controls? versus manually. Instead of like using like the knobs you see people using on the space movies and stuff, imagine being telepathically connected to your machine through like a headset or something. The only reason I'm saying this, because if you go back to one of my Anaki videos, you will see this chick connected by a headset to her spaceship. You know, and I just thought that was crazy.
Playing offbeat and out of sync, suddenly that song is chaotic. And it's the same with information transfer in the brain. What on earth are brainwaves?
So when she's saying that how these brain waves is firing and how they reacting, you know, this was probably the first cell phone, to be honest with you. People didn't need cell phones back in the day. They probably just knew how to, you know, tap in like that. All right, back to these UFO boys.
And it often appears during thunderstorms in quick succession to normal lightning strikes. And it doesn't have to be connected to another lightning bolt. Because of this, a lot of Redditors urged OP to send their footage to meteorologists and the likes to see if they could deduce what it was. But we are pretty much in the dark until we get any updates on the post. Still, if you want to know our thoughts on this one, from all the ball lightning videos we've seen so far, there wasn't a single one showing it moved that fast, especially that high in the sky. What do you think though? Did any of the Redditors hit the nail on the head? Or is this raw UFO footage? Let us know. Number 9. Shine bright. Have you ever looked up into the night sky and wondered, what could be out there? Or better yet, who could be out there? That's exactly how this scary video came to fruition. One night, almost a whole city was gazing up at the moon, astounded. All because of this incredible UFO sighting. Take a look.
With their phones, and this is what they're taking.
It isn't any kind of aircraft, nor is it a star. And what else would hang around right by the moon aside from aliens? Well, some assume this could be one of the planets in our solar system, and while that isn't at all a far-fetched theory, just imagine witnessing something like this with your own eyes in real time. Would you turn it into a case?
Hold the phone. Is it part of the moon, or is it like another spaceship next to it? Is the question. Because I'm looking at it, and the first thing that's coming to mind is there a moon next to it? I mean, is it, the crescent looks like it's chopped off early. Right here, the crescent is cut off. So what is going on?
For Mulder and Scully?
There's got to be an explanation.
Let us know your thoughts about this one. Number 8.
What do you guys say it is? Fake zooming in on the moon? They had to do something with it, man.
8. Floating high. If you thought these kinds of UFO sightings only happened at night, you thought wrong. You're not even safe in broad daylight. Check out this video someone caught of a strange object hovering over the earth.
That boy did a barrel roll.
Right off the bat, the shape of this object seems pretty alien. and the subtle red glow behind it makes us shiver even more. There was one comment on this video, however, that planted a little seed of doubt. They claim that this object has been debunked, as it is a graduation balloon glows. Any idea? Could this really be the proof we
I'm sorry, but no balloon is going to do a barrel roll. That thing just did a Star Fox Nintendo 64 barrel roll. Did y'all see that?
out? They claim that this object has been debunked. Time we upload a new one. Number 7. Evacuate. If the UFOs hovering harmlessly in the sky wasn't spooky enough for you, how about one with a thirst for violence? Check out this scary video someone caught out their window.
Project Bluebeam all day. Did y'all see that? That thing charged up. Did you hear it?
If the UFOs hovering harmlessly in the sky wasn't spooky enough for you, how about one with a thirst for violence? Check out this scary video someone caught out their window.
You can see it literally shut off the power. What type of beam was that?
Looks like Scotty isn't just beaming people up anymore, he's beating them up too. This video has no background in particular, so there isn't much research to be done outside of just analysing the contents of the video. It might be an edited clip of a lightning strike, which would make sense considering the thunderclap you hear as the video ends.
What is that? What is this? Let me know in the comments below. What just made that attack? Was that some type of... Y'all tell me. Straight, can you imagine the type of energy you would need to generate something like that? That is crazy. Straight out of a video game.
But the thing that made us suspicious was the noise that the supposed UFO strike made. If you're an avid gamer, you might have already picked it out. But if not, it's the tactical nuke sound effect from Modern Warfare 2. Have a listen. Not to say this isn't raw UFO footage that's just been spiced up by a little bit of video editing, but its Cloverfield vibes make you scratch your head a little bit, doesn't it? Number 6. Dementors. The Dementors were arguably the scariest part of Harry Potter if you don't count Voldemort and the giant spiders. But you were always safe in the knowledge that they existed only in the world of cinema, right? Or do they?
Hey y'all, hit that like and subscribe button if y'all haven't already, man. Let's get these likes up. You feel me? So people that's interested in these videos, I get more people like you coming in here chilling with your boy, trying to figure out what is going on in the air. These creepy, scary videos, you know, you don't know what we gonna dive in. If you just now joining into us, man, we was talking about these energy balls. We was talking about the Watchers, the Book of Giants. I ain't even dive in. I got my notes in my pen. You know, we got some snacks. You know, we chilling, man. We chilling on these dark water nights. I'm going to start going live a lot more. I got an Enoch episode that I'm working on next. That's going to be a banger, that Enoch episode. So, y'all already know.
Flying black voids with tentacles tend to not be on the list of things we want to see on our early evening walk. There seemed to be a lot of commotion and not a whole lot of understanding of what these things were. We can't think of anything that can go airborne and be the shape at the same time. Other than weird nightmarish alien creatures, that is. But why would they just hover aimlessly above a city and do nothing afterwards? The only other possibility was revealed to us by this commenter. Gotta say, that looks identical. Could this just be an octokite or something much more terrifying?
Shout out to Enlighten in the building. Yeah, man, we was talking about the Book of Giants. We was talking about energy balls. You know, they're rare events, but it's literally like an energy ball from like a Street Fighter game, it looked like. You know, we was talking about some of the Watchers in the Book of Enoch. You know, it looks like they got names and stuff, but I'm gonna drop an episode soon. I can't give y'all a day because, you know, I be getting lost in these waters. You know, I gotta try to make it back to you. But it's coming, man. Shout out to Brad, man. John Carter movie has the Watchers. Oh, I think I seen that where he was fighting those dudes. Didn't the same dude that played John Carter played on Battleship? I was watching Battleship the other day. That's with Rihanna. That's my movie.
Number 5. Blast off. This unidentified object was seen by numerous people in multiple different places, and there is still yet to be a solid explanation as to what it is.
Sí, es. Un avión, güey.
¡Sara!
Es, cabrón, si no te hace ruido.
¡No, es un ovni! ¡Es un ovni! ¡Ven a verlo! ¡Tomando fotos! ¡Un ovni!
De las 9. Está haciendo ruido, güey. Ahí. Un avión, coño. ¿Ves? Sí, es de lucecito. No mames, no es avión, ¿cómo es avión de tamaño, hijo de puta? No mames. Sí, está altísimo, coño. No, güey, no es avión, no mames. No chingues. El avión no tiene luz hacia los lados, coño. Es por la, ¿cómo se llama? Debería estar prendiendo azul y blanco, debería estar prendiendo rojo, coño. Sí tiene color rojo, coño. Sí tiene, güey. Es un avión, coño.
This first video was taken in an unknown place, but they're speaking Spanish and the caption is in Portuguese, translating to, "They are like rats, slithering on the walls of the aquarium," which is so helpful. But the trail doesn't go cold there, because a YouTube video was uploaded just over a month later showing the same object floating through the sky in Brochure, France.
On en a fait devant, regarde, on en a fait devant aussi. Regarde, on en a fait ce côté. Non, c'est un vaisseau, ça, non? Yeah! Regarde ça. Regarde ça.
Non, c'est quoi ça? Il y a un autre truc blanc.
You know, that boy looked like it's kind of hitting a firmament low key.
Mais c'est quoi ça?
Filmé, là. Et c'est un vaisseau. Regarde sur le côté, il y a un truc en métallique, regarde.
Ah ouais? Un vaisseau?
Filmé. Salut.
The post tells us that this video was recorded in 2022. So we don't know if the two videos are correlated because we don't know when the first one was recorded, as we're pretty sure it was re-uploaded. Some people seem convinced it is a real UFO, as there aren't any planes or jets in that shape.
I want to say that it's hitting the firmament, y'all. I really do. But do you know how high it would have to be to make it actually look like it? You know, the sun and the moon is already so high. It would have to be above that, probably, if not on the same line, parallel. You know, and for it to be locked in right there, like it's charging up or something, what could that be?
And drones and kites don't tend to glow bright white in the sky. There's a chance it could be something like a light flare from a rocket, according to one commenter. And
Y'all just joining us? It's your boy JetskiChucK on these creepy and scary videos live event, man. This is my second live, part 2. After this one, I recommend you check out the first one, but this one's lit too. And there's so many other fire videos, man. The Russia Tartarian video, that King Charles. Did y'all see that King Charles one? What? We went all the way through there with that. The Irish lineage. Who is Prince Charles? King Charles. What happened to Princess Diana? The Druid Order. The airships. Y'all ain't seen that, man? You need to go watch that after this. That King Charles one was a home run. That's probably one of my favorite ones right now. But yeah, back on these videos. But yeah, that's all we on.
And after looking at some videos of rocket launches, the shapes they create due to the reflections and the chemicals from the exhaust do look somewhat similar to this. Do you think this is aliens doing a grand tour? Or something a little more explainable? Number 4. Slow burn. We can never rest at night if you're not trembling thinking about the paranormal. But now you're trembling at the prospect of UFOs zooming past your head. Oh, you're not terrified of the latter? Well, watch this and get back to us on that.
2 nights in a row?
As if that's not scary enough, it happened again a day later in a different place.
What? Bro, is that a rocket? What is that, dude? That's not even... Bruh. Is that coming towards us? What is that?
That's
Rebecca,
crazy.
are we witnessing something? I'm so confused. Bro, what is that? Bro, no, seriously, I can't even see it. Bruh. Dude, it's not an airplane. I can tell you that right now. What? What the fuck?
Are they being followed by some sort of alien legion? Some commenters seem to think this could be footage of 2 separate rocket launches, but surely we could make out some kind of distinct rocket shape if that were the case. And we would know full well if 2 rockets were launched one day after another in the same place. It would be documented somewhere. It could also be Mars, but surely it wouldn't be so bright and moving so quickly. Or there is a chance it is a satellite. One commenter gave a detailed description of why this could be the case. Considering we already know how reflections work in the night sky, This is possible, but if you believe we're not alone in such a vast universe, so is the possibility of something far more sinister watching us from above, right? What do you think? Let us know in the comment section. Number 3. Traveling light.
Alright, y'all, just posted a link. If you guys are interested in becoming a member and supporting your boy out, I'm going to be adding new perks and new levels in the future. But I just had to get one started, you know, to get the ball rolling. But if you're interested, I just dropped the link below.
We know by now how scary it is to see one lone light drifting through the sky. But how does the fear factor...
All members get shout outs at the end of every single video I do now. So at the end credits, all members get shout out.
Stack up when it's doubled. This video is sent in by CJW, and they captured it in Ashton-under-Lyne in the UK.
It looked like stars, low key. Wandering stars in the Bible. Hey, that's a good one. I think you hit the nail on the head, honestly.
One thing that left us with an unsettling feeling was the fact that this YouTube account was closed down exactly 2 days after he left a comment on one of our videos with the link. Thankfully, we downloaded it in time, but this isn't the only time this phenomenon has been caught on camera, as a Redditor posted a video of something similar happening somewhere else.
There's more back here. Oh no, that's fucking intense. I was gonna say, holy shit.
You bugging. Why is it, what is that? It's moving.
There's 3 of them.
1, 2, and 3.
3 of them.
They literally moved all the way from over here to start moving over here, and they're moving pretty solidly.
And they're in a trail.
Yeah.
They're like following one behind the other.
Yeah.
Dude, that's weird.
They're not planes. There's not even an airport over here. It's not like
oh my god, there's more, babe. There's more.
More? What do you mean
yes,
more?
Right there, look another. Oh my god, Austin, what the
Wait,
fuck?
2 lights just disappeared though. 2 of the lights just disappeared.
But these weren't, they were over there.
Yeah, these weren't over there. These were just right here. But
holy
look, that one's over there.
The OP of the Reddit post said that anyone who thought this could be a set of Chinese lanterns was quote-unquote bugging, because the video was recorded near a military base with a strict no-fly zone, and they also mentioned that the lights were moving quicker than a plane would, which is impossible.
Life once lived was good.
But looking further down in the comments, people managed to get a hold of the weather report for that specific day. This showed that if there were to be Chinese lanterns, they would be drifting in precisely that direction, and the illusion of speed is due to how low they are to the ground. They are also the same colour as Chinese lanterns, and while they are illegal, who's to say nobody broke the rules? This might...
Those were just way too bright to be one of those Chinese lanterns, I'll be honest. And it wasn't dark enough. If it was dark, I might say it was one, but it was barely that dark for it to give up that type of illuminance. Come on.
To explain the Reddit post, but what about the ones caught by CJ in the UK? They aren't the colour of Chinese lanterns, and there also isn't any background on the clip they sent in. So what the hell are those things in the sky? And why was the account so quickly shut down after sharing this strange phenomenon caught on camera? Let us know what you think. Number 2. Zoom on by. We've all seen those Instagram or TikTok videos where influencers shove their phone on the plane window and record a flight POV. Usually, you'd watch them passively and enjoy the relaxing clip, but when this one was uploaded, people couldn't help but jump out of their seats. Take a look and you'll see why. If this is real, then this is the most damning evidence of UFOs we have ever seen. It is clearly in the shape of a traditional alien space.
OG Gamer Guy, what's good? Damn, I got a good still on that. I just was saying what's good to OG, but man, it looks like it's got USA or something on it. There's definitely a U right here. 4 letters? What type of anti-gravity technology is the military working on?
Spacecraft, but the one problem we have is that we don't know where the video came from, so there is no way to confirm or deny anything happening here. It could be edited, but it could also be real footage.
Brian, what's good?
But if it was, wouldn't we have heard about it on the news or something? What do you think? If you know the origins of this video, please let us know. Number 1, don't look up. When this video was taken in Canada, the guy couldn't believe his own eyes, and neither will you, because this is one of This might be another re-upload, because there are no comments and 0 likes. The only logical explanation we could think of is the easy one, which is that this video has been edited. But that seems to be too easy, unless this was some kind of light show or hologram, or even a drone. However, that doesn't explain the colourful field expanding around the object. Could this be something to do with the stars, a really good editing job, or something beyond our comprehension?
That's crazy, man. All these different UFOs popping up. It just makes you wonder, like they lying about something. But if you ask me, after digging into all these ancient Tartarian structures, learning about how civilized people were and how the ancient technology was back in the day. Let me make sure my mic working. Oh yeah, my mic's good. The ancient technology back in the day. What if they all got up and dipped? You know, what if they graduated from airships to these UFO flying devices we see on all these different videos, y'all. But yeah, y'all know what time it is. It's your boy Chuck, man. If you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button. I come on these waters and I appreciate you guys. You know, this was part 2 of the live. Part 3 might be coming in a few days. I might surprise y'all tomorrow, but part 3 on the live might be in a couple days, because I need to drop an episode, y'all. We need to get the creepy and scary TikToks. We need to dive in, you know. I thank every one of you guys for jumping in, watching my videos. I appreciate it, man. But this is the outro, man. I hope you all had a great Monday. I hope you guys have an excellent week. Be expecting some bangers and some heat coming, you know? Because I appreciate y'all. I honestly do.